Hi guys, Richard Shepherd here from Skrumpt. We've received a few emails from people asking for a walkthrough Skrumpt. So I wasn't planning to do one of these, but nevertheless I'm going to give it a go. Basically, Skrumpt is basically a customer relationship management tool for deal packagers, deal sourcers, and property investors. Okay? So basically, if you are direct to seller, direct to vendor, and dealing on the ground with motivated sellers, either on the ground or remotely, then you will need a tool just to be able to organize your leads. And basically to make sure that if you're going to tell Mrs. Smith that you're going to call her at Thursday at 10 o'clock in the morning, that you call Mrs. Smith at 10 o'clock on Thursday morning. Okay? There is a phrase in the sort of deal packaging world, or property investment world, in fact, that says the money is in the follow-up, and nowhere is that true in dealing with motivated sellers. Okay, so let's log in and try and see if we can give you a sort of impromptu walkthrough of this system. Okay, I'm not going to talk you through the dashboard because that should be self-explanatory. We've got a number of leads, number of offers that we've made. Some offers that are outstanding. These are the deals that are actually going through. We're just going to go to leads because this is where we're going to spend the vast majority of our time. And I'm just going to scroll through here to a lead that I created earlier, called Jan Smith. Here she is. So Jan Smith is up. Immediately, we've basically got the summary. So it's like a card, like a business card, if you like. Left-hand side, we've got the address. On the right-hand side, we've got the contact details of the actual seller. Further towards the right, we've got all of our liaisons, our correspondence, if you like, either phone or email or whatever, with the motivated seller on the right. Just above, we can see at a snapshot that we've made an offer of £245,000 to this motivated seller. Okay, so I'm going to go to property. Under properties, we've got all of the details. We can see what the current status is, the address, which marketing campaign this came from, the date it came in, what type of property it is, even all the way down to things like the link to the current property on the market, whether it's Rightmove or Zoopla or anything else for that matter, any selling comparables, any sold comparables, etc., etc. We've then got any offers that we've made on the property, and we can go ahead and make an offer if we like. Skrumpt deals with 4 types of offers. So we can make a purchase offer that's below market value, for example. We can maybe make an offer that's a lease option or a property option. We can make an offer that's a rent-to-rent offer, or guaranteed rent. Or we can even make an estate agency sale sort of offer if you are acting as an estate agent on this particular deal. Okay, so it deals with all of those. We can upload any photos that we have of the property. So if you're or one of your team is going around to the property to have a look at the property, speak to the motivated seller, we can at the same time, using our smartphone, take photos of the property and then upload those photos to Skrumpt. We can do the same thing with a video of the property. Okay, so we take the video with our smartphone, upload the video here, and it will actually display the video within Skrumpt itself. We'll also keep a map of the property, so as long as you've got a postcode in the postcode fields, we can see a Google map on the left-hand side, or we can see a street view. Actually looking at the property itself on the right-hand side. Okay, we can upload any files. So, for example, if you've got an energy performance certificate that you want to upload, even if you've got a survey, structural survey of the property. Further along, we've got loans. So loans includes mortgages. So if you're doing something like a lease option on the property, you're probably going to want all of the details of any loans on the properties. That's going to tell you whether a deal is possible or not. Okay. We then have visits. So you or your team go to see a visit. You can upload the details of the visit here. Any surveys on the property, that will also appear here. Okay. Now, if I go back to leads, now let's find this lead again. Let's find Jan again. Here's the details here. I said that the money is in the follow-up, so Skrumpt also allows you to set up a follow-up schedule. So, whether you think it's a hot lead, i.e., it's a deal that could be done quickly, and you need to set up a follow-up schedule to call Jan every 2-3 days, or whether you think it should just be added to the watch list, i.e., the seller's not necessarily looking to sell right this second, and you think maybe you should give her a buzz every couple of months, okay? You can set up the follow-up schedule here with the click of a button. That sets up the follow-up schedule for you, and you're going to receive notifications through Skrumpt to actually follow up with Jan every couple of weeks or every couple of days or every couple of months, whatever you set. Now, Skrumpt also allows you to build real or virtual teams. So whether you've got somebody coming into the office or whether they're just spread all over the country, you can build the team within Skrumpt. So you literally can build a collaborator here. You can assign them a role. So here, John Smith is a lead negotiator, but you could add a deal analyst, you could add a case manager, you could add a deal processor, you could add even somebody who goes to do visits to be part of your virtual team. You could add a closer to actually close out the paperwork on these particular deals once the deal has actually been agreed. Okay, so Skrumpt allows you to build these real or virtual teams, specifically if you're getting to the sort of enterprise level. Okay, so it allows you to do that. Now, if we go to integrations, it also allows you to connect third-party applications to Skrumpt. So we're a partner of Facebook. If you're advertising on Facebook, if you're doing Facebook ads, or if you're doing Facebook lead ads, Skrumpt allows you to connect to Facebook so that any leads that come through Facebook automatically and in real time arrive in Skrumpt. Okay? We also do the same with your website. So using basically a website widget, we allow you to connect Skrumpt to your own specific website. Okay? Whether you've built that website in WordPress or whether you've built it in anything else. Okay? Now, we also connect to Zapier. So what Zapier is it's a tool that allows you to set rules so that you can say, if this, then that. Okay? So you can say, if I get a new lead, then in Skrumpt, I want you to email every single member of my team. So that could be a rule that you set up. You can say, if I get a new lead, I want you to email this specific negotiator on my team. Okay? Now, what Zapier does is it connects with over 3,000 web applications. So, those web applications may be, if I get an offer accepted, could you WhatsApp every single member of my team? If we get an offer accepted, could we text every single member of my team? Okay, we can take it probably even so far as to say, if I get a deal that actually completes, can you update my Facebook page with this? Okay, or you could even say, if I've got a deal that completes, could we open the garage door 3 times? Okay, there's no end to your imagination, depending on the web apps at your disposal. Maybe you don't use WhatsApp. Maybe you use, I don't know, Signal. Maybe you use Telegram. There's no end to what you can actually do using this Zapier system. Okay? Now, the other thing that we do is we have our key performance indicators. So because you're doing marketing, maybe you're marketing using websites, maybe you're using newspaper ads, maybe you're using Facebook lead ads, whatever it is, and because everything's connected to Skrumpt, you're allowed to interrogate your marketing ostensibly so that you can spend more of your money on what is working, what is getting you leads and what is getting you deals, and lesser of your money on what isn't working. Okay, so you can set up a filter and say, I want to, all the leads that I've received between this date and this date, whose current status is lead unacknowledged, or whose current status is preparing offer, whatever it is. I want to tell me how much I'm spending per lead. I want you to tell me how much I've spent in total on those particular leads, etc., etc. Okay? You can work out what your offer to what your lead to offer conversion rate is, what your offer to offer acceptance conversion rate is, etc., etc. They define your key performance indicators, and you should be managing those if you're looking to become a real property expert in your field. And ultimately, if you're looking to really package leads to make £5,000 to £20,000 per month. Okay. Now, the other thing that we allow you to do here is marketing emails. Okay, so we can set up a marketing campaign, if you like. So we can send emails to everybody who is in the system. So we've got email addresses for everybody in the system. And what we do here is we can say, right, I want all the leads that have contacted me between this date and this date, where we don't have an outcome. And we just send them an automatic email that says, look, if you're still looking to sell your property, maybe you want to have a one-to-one with me, just let me know and we can set that up and I can give you a buzz. Okay, that's an example of a marketing system. So you can see the power behind the way that Skrumpt works here. Now the other thing is, if we just go back to our famous Jan, let's just go through here, this one that I created earlier. And let's go to the offer. So basically, obviously, if we want to change the status of this lead from awaiting, we just up here, change the status, mark it as being accepted, select the date, Wednesday the 9th of June, okay, and submit. Okay, now what this does is it opens up basically the rest of the system. Okay, so what this does is, if we go back to leads, we're going to find this lead again, is it turns it basically into a deal. So it says lead over here, this turns into a deal, and then we get another sort of window of opportunity to fill in all of these details and manage this whole process to get this deal through the solicitors in a way that ends up with money actually in your pockets. Okay, so look, if you're looking to automate your motivated seller sales pipeline, if you're looking to really scale your system and your team so that you're consistently making £5,000 to £20,000 per month by flipping unsellable properties, then what we'd actually recommend is that you contact us for a free one-to-one demo. Okay, it's going to be one-to-one, so one of myself or one of my team will actually walk through the setting up of your system with you, show you how the team works, and just look at the goals that you're looking to achieve over the next 12 months. Okay, if you want to sign up from then, there's no pressure, but if you want to sign up from then, also what we're going to give you is, if you haven't got it already, then our free residential valuations toolbar that works with Chrome and Firefox. You'll also get a copy of our free commercial valuations toolbar, and we're also going to send you absolutely free 7 red hot estate agent fuming motivated seller leads, all of who've been trying to sell their property in a hot market for at least 6 months and it hasn't sold. So we're going to send you those leads in your area. So you'll get that free when you sign up. Okay. I hope you've got a lot from this product walkthrough. Again, this is Richard Shepherd, and happy hunting.